Hi everyone, welcome to World Literature. My name is Kim Pipitanasen and I'm going to show you how to navigate the course management system. First of all, in Canvas you'll notice that each page has a content area, a navigation menu, a breadcrumb menu, and a sidebar. On the home page to start, you can choose the Start Here button, and this will take you to the Getting Started module. To move through the information, choose the Next button in the lower right corner, and this will take you through the content sequentially. On some pages there's tabbed content, so you want to make sure to click on all the tabs to view all the information. Next, let's visit the syllabus page, and here we have a printable syllabus and calendar if you'd like a hard copy. You can also preview those using the preview panes. Below are syllabus links that link to specific areas of the syllabus. Next, if we look at the modules page, you'll see that the modules are set up starting with the Getting Started module. Next is the syllabus module. Then the video resource module has video tutorials I've created on different aspects of composition and the assignments in this course that can be helpful to you. After that, each module represents a week of instruction, and you can see they're divided into learning materials and assignments. And there's an overview page for each, which reviews the content and as well as tells you the due dates. Next, let's look at the discussion board. And discussion boards the main posts are due each Thursday, and responses to peers are due Saturdays. You'll see that there's a checklist to make sure you've remembered everything for the assignment, and there's resources that link you to those videos. If you'd like to see the rubric for a discussion board, choose the 3 vertical dots here and click Show Rubric. And it's very important to review this rubric before you submit your assignment. It shows you all the elements that I will be grading on for discussion boards. Now note that usually for discussion boards, I respond to your main post. You post that by Thursday, and I will usually respond by Friday. I don't comment on every discussion board, but most of them I do. And if I see something you missed, I'll make a note of it, and you'll have a chance to edit your discussion boards before Saturday at 11:59 p.m. for a better grade if I've mentioned something that you need to change. Also, note that discussion boards are not accepted late. This is because they're interactive. I also don't accept quizzes late. However, some assignments I do accept late. These include reading responses and essays, and you can see if something's accepted late if there's a note on the assignment itself. So for example, on this reading response, you'll see down here at the bottom this note here that says this assignment can be turned in up to 3 days late with a 10% point deduction per day late. So if you see that, you know you have a little extra time with that deduction. Now, as far as how to submit an assignment, when you're on an assignment page, you would select Submit Assignment. You can choose a file from your computer, from your Google Drive, and attach it there. And then once it's attached, select Submit Assignment, and that delivers it to the gradebook. Now notice also on assignment pages, the rubrics are just at the bottom of the page. So you just have to scroll down to see the rubrics for each assignment on those assignment pages. So next, let's look at grades. And you can see in the grades page that here are the points possible for the assignment, and then this is the score that you receive. If you want to see what the rubric looks like for the assignment once I've graded it, click on the rubric icon and you'll be able to see how I graded the rubric. And if you want to see my comments, and sometimes I leave written comments, sometimes video comments, click here on the chat icon and it'll show you the comments I left you for that assignment. Also, I wanted to note that I go by points for your grading. So sometimes the percentages in Canvas can be a little deceiving, but for each of my classes I base your grade on 10,000 points, and this makes it easy. So by the end of the semester, say you have 9,000 points or above, you'll know that you have an A, or 8,000 points and above, you'll know you have a B. So if you track your grade that way instead of by percentages. That can be helpful for you to be accurately tracking your grade. And I think that is all I have to tell you for right now. Make sure to ask any questions that you have. Feel free to email me, and I'm looking forward to working with you in this course.